Happy Sunday, everyone. Besides it being the Lord's Day, it's also Vape Sunday, which is the time that, Melanie's taking a nap, the kids are doing stuff, and I travel to the vape store, local vape store. Always support the local vape shops because they won't be in business if we buy everything online. I'm not saying I don't buy anything online, but I usually try to buy it locally if I can. So we talked last week about Betty. We got a nice brand new bottle of Betty. We go through almost one of these a week. It's kind of becoming expensive, but once you have the good stuff, it's hard to just have the average and the cheap stuff. Betty is the sweetest gal on the block, with notes of many different fruits and changing flavor that varies depending on device build. She is sure to be popular with everyone. You know what? She's popular with me, and even some of my friends, they're always asking for Betty. Today, though, I decided to venture out and buy another pinup vapor. This is, I don't know if you can see that very well, that is Victoria. Everyone say, hi, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Victoria is a classy gal. That is the life of the party. She is perfect mix of vapor and taste. She's at 80% vegetable glycerin. That's the main ingredient in vaping products. That's why I laugh when people ask if it's healthy. I'm like, it's in your food. You'll find hints of melon and candy-like flavor in this one. So Victoria, that's what she's all about. This is Epic Juice, and I'm really excited about this. It's actually the flavor of Airheads candy, and I tried it there, and it's super sour and so much amazingness, so I'm really excited about that. I wanted to mention how much I'm loving my skeleton key amazingness. It's so wonderful. I'm really loving it. It's great. The battery lasts just less than a day, so today I actually bought another battery, so that's definitely going to be good. So today, we bought some replacement atomizers, and I've decided to try to boil some of my used ones because I am going through them in less than a week, and they're kind of expensive, especially these bigger ones. So we are actually soaking them in alcohol. You soak them in alcohol for a little bit, and then you boil them, and so we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. So today we picked up the Kangertech Subtank Nano. So we're going to show you this right now. So we have an extra coil head, and it comes with one built in and an extra glass, which is really nice because sometimes people put them on their counter and then they fall down and break. That just happened this week. I'm not going to tell you who. Really nice, has 510 threading. Fit right on anything there. The one thing that sets this apart from the Spire tanks is that this actually holds 3 milliliters. So that's actually pretty big for this size tank. Check that out, it's pretty nice. So now we are going to fill the Subtank Nano for the first time. This will be the first time I've ever used this tank, so I'm kind of excited about it. Now it helps when you're doing this if you take off the drip tip, this part that your lips go on. Just makes it easier for whatever reason. Makes sense. This unscrews like this. There. And so we have the glass. That's the tube that the air goes through to your mouth. And then here is the tank base. You see that hole? That is where the air goes in. And you can actually turn this to different settings. See, look how little that hole is. And so each twist and stop goes to another amount of airflow that's coming in. So this center thing, that's the coil. This is the part that you change. They say 2 weeks. I'm not getting 2 weeks out of these, but this is the part that you change. And so there's a coil in there. That's where the electricity flows through, heats up, and then there's cotton wrapped around it. And then that is what brings the liquid to the coil for it to turn to steam, not smoke. Let's get that right. It's steam, not smoke. One thing I forgot to mention that comes with this kit is right here. The one that's on it, already on it, is 0.5 ohms, so that's considered sub-ohm. Now that will not work on a pen like this, but it will work on my skeleton key like this because the battery is strong enough to be able to power such low ohms, which means it's more resistance and it gives you better clouds, better taste, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what's really cool about this setup here is it actually came with an extra one. This one is 1.2 ohms, so if I was to put this one in there instead of the one that it came with, then it would work on a pen like this. And so this is the part that you fill. The Subtank Nano is going to be having pinup vapor Victoria. And then what they say to do is to put a little bit right in there. Okay, so here we have our skeleton key, and the battery that's in it is 2500 milliamps, and I believe it runs at 3.7 volts, and it can go up to like, I don't know, 20, 30 something watts. This isn't what I bought this one for, because you'll notice it doesn't totally fit. Nice. See how much smaller it is? I actually bought it for something I'm getting next week, and I guess you'll have to come back to find out about that. This is my first experience with the Kangertech Subtank Nano. It's really good, and what I really like about it is the size, and I like that there's like no airflow restriction. Okay, so this is the Aspire Atlantis. This is the one that I showed you guys last week. I would say that there's more vapor production with this one. Okay, so that's that. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.